Okay, for some reason, it's just like super dark in here. And it doesn't matter what I do to adjust the light. Oh, I hear somebody knocking on the door. I'll be right back. Yeah, our neighbors just came over to see if my daughter can play. Well, the neighborhood kids, not the adult neighbors, coming over to see if my daughter can play. Anyway, okay, so I'm not as tired as I was last week, so that's good. I've been trying to get more sleep despite how busy I've been. So the recipe that I grabbed today are the pork chops with wine and garlic. Because if memory serves me right, I don't think the honey garlic pork chops went over that well, or did they? No, nobody liked them. Wow. I think Jared and Curtis gave them a 6, and Jamie was sick, so she didn't even get to try them. So I'm trying a different type of pork chop tonight that hopefully will go over better. And our side dishes: rice. Get the rice started. And yellow waxed beans. Well, I'll just put the yellow waxed beans on really low because they don't take as long to heat up as the rice. Well, it's not a matter of heating up the rice, I actually have to cook the rice. Yeah, so while that's doing that, we're going to follow this recipe. Okay, this recipe is by Ree Drummond, the Pioneer Woman. Thank you for this recipe. I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I hope I can do it justice. Alright, the first thing that I need to do is I have to heat the oil and 2 tablespoons of butter in a heavy skillet. So I got my old cast iron frying pan or skillet, which I should probably heat up and make sure that I've got the right element on this time. Okay, and it calls for 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I have my extra virgin olive oil. Sorry, it's terrible. Okay, let's get this out of my face. And butter. So I got, calls for 3 tablespoons of butter, but it's telling me just to start with 2 tablespoons of butter. This is 1 tablespoon. Two tablespoons. I love my butter. The more the better. And that's supposed to be over high heat. I actually have it on a medium heat. So put that on a high heat. And I'm supposed to salt and pepper both sides of the pork chops. Now, I have a great friend by the name of Ron who gave me some kosher salt. So I'm going to try this. I've never used kosher salt before. We're going to see how it turns out rather than using the sea salt that I usually end up using, or just the regular table salt. So we got that and our fresh ground pepper because it's calling for, literally it's saying, freshly ground black pepper. So we're going to do that right now. So that's heating up. All right, we better hurry up because that's getting hot fast because it's telling me that I need to sear these pork chops until they're nice and golden, about 2 minutes per side. And not to completely cook them because I'm going to remove them from the skillet and set them aside. So, let's do this real quick. I already messed up. Should have had this open first. Okay, and I should have had this in a container. I should have let it. Oh my gosh, it's probably way too much. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just gonna do this way. Put these all out on my cutting board, like so. Take this salt, sprinkle it like so. I don't know why they call it kosher salt. Ground black pepper, not too much. Hello, sweetie.
I'm gonna play with my friends.
Okie dokie, Smokey. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. That's hot, all right. I'm searing them just like it's telling me to. This side. Okay. With some more salt. All right. Okay, I hope I didn't let that butter sit for too long. Icky. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick and then grab a fork so I can flip those. Okay. I'm gonna let that sizzle for a little bit longer and then flip them and then cook the other side, and then I'll be back. Okay, so they've been searing for 2 minutes each side, so it's telling me to remove them. Okay, I'll do that first. Ooh, looky, can you see? Okay. All right, they have been searing. Okay, reduce heat, medium. Okay. Then throw in the whole cloves of garlic. Calls for 16 cloves. Ah! My cloves fell underneath the element. What do I do? No! I lost a clove. Ah! It's gonna burn down there. Okay, I know what to do. I'm going to remove this. Oh no, they're burning. Shoot. Oh no, they're burning. They're cooking so fast. Okay, what else goes in there? Throw in the whole, then stir them around, cook until they're nice and golden brown, and then pour in the red wine. I'm not having much luck. 1.5 cups red wine. I think I need something to cool it off because they're burning. Oh my gosh! I'm not doing very good. I think I'm going to set off the fire alarm. Oh, my eyeballs are burning for some reason, and my garlic is still in there. How do I get it out? Ah! Ah! It's the only garlic that's gonna taste good. It's the only one that's not burned. The other one's... Oh, see? That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. I'll be back. Okay, I have a bad feeling about this meal. My garlic is black. I'm thinking that, you know what, the recipe should have said, because it says reduce the heat to medium-high and then throw in the whole cloves of garlic. And I reduced the heat to medium-high, And I threw in the cloves of garlic, but I think I should have waited for it to cool off first because they just burnt. Like within seconds they turned black. And it smells really bad in here. So I think this is gonna taste like crap. But I'm gonna carry on anyway. And if it tastes like crap, then people don't have to eat it. Ugh, smells so bad. Can you see the smoke? The haze? The darkness in the sky? Yeah. So I'm supposed to stir them around and cook until they're nice and golden brown, which I've already done because they're nice and golden black. Guess that doesn't make them golden, does it? Pour in the red wine, then add the bay leaf. Okay, so the red wine's in there. Here's the bay leaf. It's on medium-high heat right now. My rice is boiling away, so I'm gonna turn that off and let it do its thing. I'm supposed to stir it around and cook with the bay leaf in there and raise the heat if necessary. Like, I really think I need to raise the heat after that. It's boiling on number 4. And I'm so scared. I'm gonna try smelling it without catching myself on fire. It smells better than it looks. Alrighty then. You can't make this stuff up. Anyway, I'm supposed to wait until the sauce is reduced and thickened. I don't even see how this thing can like thicken. How does what the? Stir them around and cook until they get nice and golden brown. A couple minutes. Pour in the red wine. Add the bay leaf. Stir around and cook, raising the heat if necessary, until the sauce is reduced and thick. It's gonna take me a long time. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's been like 10 minutes and I've been stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring, and it's not getting any thicker. It's not going to get any thicker. We're just gonna run out of broth eventually. Give it another 15 minutes maybe, and apparently this recipe is supposed to be ready in less than 20 minutes. 16-minute prep time. Total time, 16 minutes. I've already spent 10 minutes stirring this, and probably already spent 6 minutes before I started stirring this, if not longer. So technically I should be serving it right now. So yeah, I don't know, doing something wrong. So anyway, I am going to stop clapping really loud like that and go on to the next step. I'm supposed to add half a cup of beef broth. So we got our half a cup here. This is 3/4 of a cup, whatever. I'm gonna add it all. I know it says only half a cup, but I think it's gonna add more flavor to it because of the burn that happened. Maybe it'll help take away some of that awful taste that I'm expecting. If this tastes good, I'm really gonna be surprised. So yeah, I was so excited about, I've done pretty good these last few shows. I mean, not last few shows, but all the shows I've done relatively good. The food didn't come out completely disastrous. This might be the first time, which isn't bad because I've made a lot of disastrous meals. And that's part of the reason why I started this show, was because I always had so much trouble cooking and ending up with promising results. But I've been pretty fortunate these last 10 or 11 episodes, and the food has turned out pretty decent, much to my surprise. So today might not be the case. Anyway, now I'm supposed to add the chops back into the skillet. All right, let's do that. Sorry, pork chops. I'm sure you would taste quite lovely if it wasn't for me. But maybe you still will. Why am I talking to my pork chops like they understand me? Okay, so I added them back in. They all fit in there quite nicely. And it's telling me that I'm supposed to arrange them so they're swimming in the sauce. Yep, they're swimming all right. Cook the chops in the sauce for a few minutes and then add the balsamic vinegar. It calls for 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. I do believe I have a clean one here. All right. You know, it looks good. But looks can be deceiving. I'm going to give that a few minutes and then, yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, it's been several minutes. I just thought of something. I read through this whole entire recipe and it doesn't say to remove the bay leaf. You don't eat bay leaves, do you? I don't know. I'm going to take it out. Just cause. I don't need little crumbly leaves in my sauce. Blech. That'd be gross. So now it's telling me to add the balsamic vinegar. 1 tablespoon. I almost overdid it again. I'm too aggressive. Shh. Shush. He listens good, huh? Okay, so I'm supposed to shake the skillet to get it to distribute. All right, let's do that. Let's do it not over the elements because I almost started a fire last time. Shh. Okay. I did it. I shook it. Shake, cook for a couple more minutes or until the pork chops are done. All right, let's give it a few more minutes. Owie. I hurt my thumb. Rammed it into the shelf on the inside of the fridge when I was grabbing the margarine. I was just putting a little bit of margarine in with my wax beans, just a little bit. I prefer butter, but Jamie prefers margarine, so I'll put it in there for her. Okay, so I believe my pork chops are ready. So remove the chops from the skillet once more. Then let the sauce reduce a little more if needed. Oh yeah, it could reduce a lot more actually. It's not thick, it's like water. I thought you'd need stuff like baking powder or baking soda or cornstarch or flour to thicken sauces. Because it's not thickening. I mean, obviously, Ree Drummond knows what she's talking about. This is her recipe, so I'm just doing things wrong or whatever. And that's why it's not working for me. So I'm supposed to swirl in the remaining 1 tablespoon of butter. I don't think it's going to get any thicker, so I may as well stick the butter in now. And then it says to sprinkle in a little salt and pepper. pepper. Just a little. You know what? I don't trust this sauce. I think I should taste test it. I'm supposed to arrange the pork chops on a platter. It's gonna be my platter. You know, I should double check and just make sure that these are actually cooked. Oh yeah, very, very good. Ugh. They smell like dog food. But they might taste good. And then I'm supposed to pour the liquid over top of the pork chops. Alrighty then. Let's do that. This is hot. Hot, hot, hot. Oh my gosh.
Careful.
It's done. So I will serve this to my family and see what happens. Yeah. All right, they don't look too bad. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Fancy chops.
Fancy chops.
Where's my sauce?
Supper? Where's my supper?
It's coming.
I don't have it.
Really?
Yep.
No way. Despite the fact that I set the fire alarm off and everything. It doesn't.
You drop something into a burner, that doesn't count. If it was the food on fire, yeah, that'd be a different story.
Okay, so what would you give it?
It's actually pretty good. Other than the smell in the house, I don't know, like an 8 out of 10. It's
An
good.
8 out of 10. I know it does smell kind of bad. Wow, I'm surprised. Okay, Jared.
I'm not eating it. It looks gross. So.
You should use your knife.
No, what's a knife?
Knife.
Knife. Knife. I'm excited.
Oh, you like it. This is called wine and garlic on pork chops.
Wine. Wine.
Yep, red
We
wine.
drank 9 out of 10.
9 out of. I'm so surprised.
Except for the starting things on the top.
Those are. I don't know what those are. Actually.
You made it and you don't know.
Did you take any of the garlics, Curtis?
No.
They look kind of bad.
They might
Are
be
you
fine.
are you
garlics.
scared of them? Well, there's some garlics in there. Try one and see if you like it. They're in the frying pan. Maybe take a bite. Oh no, sorry. They're in that right behind you. Yep. The garlics are in there.
Oh, those are the garlics?
Yeah.
Those look scary.
I know. You're too scared to try them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Jamie's turn.
But I don't have a...
You need a.
fork. Give me a fork.
Okay, I'll get you a fork. Eat it with your hands.
No.
All right. Jamie loves pork chops, period. So hopefully she likes these ones because she likes them plain. We'll see what she thinks of them flavored.
I love it!
Really?
It tastes so good.
Now, how many times do you say you love something and then 20 minutes later you don't eat it?
Exactly.
Is this going to be different tonight?
Mom,
Yes.
when you look away and then you look back, I'll be done all that.
That's how good it is?
Yes!
What are you going to give it?
Highest number.
10?
A 10 out of a 10.
Well, thank you.
It's so good. Spicy.
Okay, here we
I
go.
have this one. Sweet.
Everyone else seems to love it.
It's good, right?
The flavor like is right in through the whole meat.
It's a flavor in my head. It's okay.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's really good. Can you believe that?
No.
Yes, you can. You even said so yourself.
I love it.
Yep. It's a winner.
Alright.
I will make it again.
We don't
Even the sauce is good all over my rice.
have chicken in it.
Alright. Till next week.